Welcome to Action Coaching. We're certainly delighted that you've joined us on tonight because God has a special word for you. Remember, everyone needs a coach in life so that a coach can pull out of you the God-given potential that God has placed in you. So that's why we have Action Coaching. I want you to hit share, and let others know about Action Coaching so that they can be a part of all of these coaching sessions. Of course, I want you to let me know your likes, your comments, respond to me via social media. I want to know what you think about Action Coaching. And if you got a question that you would love for us to answer on the air concerning Action Coaching, or maybe something you were thinking about, I want you to send that to us and we would love to answer your question on the air. On today, I want to talk about handling these transformative times. We are living in a time where things are changing quickly. Almost a year ago, well, matter of fact, a year ago to this date, of course, we in another time frame now. A pandemic came into society that upset the world. Business failed. Organization fails. School had to create a new way of learning. Kids were learning at home. People were without jobs. It was so much happening. And on top of that, each and every day, we were losing a lot of lives to this pandemic. But however, we've come through now, and now the world is on the verge of readjusting. And we as people are on the verge of readjusting, because one thing the pandemic proved is how unprepared all of us were for change. Even in the church world, even in the job market, a lot of us were unprepared to make changes to fit the time that we are living in. Now understand, we are not going back to business as usual. That is over. Those of you that think you're going to go back to the same way you were doing it before, I want you to know that time is gone. It is time to transform, so to speak, to understand that we are living in a new territory now. The things are going to be done different. But because things are going to be done different, that does not mean they are not right. It's just that they're going to be more creative. There are more ways to do things than ever before. So we got to understand that business as usual no longer exists. Even in the church world, business as usual no longer exists. That some people have become a part of the virtual movement, and some might even stay that way. That does not mean they don't love the Lord. That does not mean that they are not the churchmen we thought. It just simply means that people are on the move now, trying to recover. So we can't expect, business as usual. That is going to be different now. Now let's talk about a couple of points that we need to understand about the time that we're living in. Our focus is going to have to be renewed. I know how it is. We're here wondering which way is up. And so we got to renew our focus. The things that we thought were important are no longer as important as we thought they were. There are new things that have come that are more important than the old things we were spending time on. Now our focus have to change in order to fit the changing times that we are in. Change is going to happen. Change has always happened even before we got here, and change will continue to happen even after we are gone. But however, during the changing time, we got to renew our focus. We've been so focused on one thing, but now we've got to change our focus and see what we need to do during these changing times. Take, for instance, the pandemic created a society where more people probably were working at home than ever before. I know we were all used to going into the office. Matter of fact, you got big office buildings downtown that virtually are empty now because a lot of the people that were in those buildings are working at home. People have had to become more creative, more focused, because now they are working at home. Jobs are hiring individuals for the sole purpose of doing their work at home. Now the cloud, the internet, all of these things have taken on more importance than ever before. But now it's time to renew our focus. Even though we thought that we could get our news one way. A lot of times people thought the only time you can get news through the television. But right now, thanks to social media and all of the different platforms, when something happens, you can get news right on the spot, or as they like to say, in real time. So it's time to renew our focus and understand we must take advantage of these times. Number two, our direction has got to be different. You know, in life, you could spend so much time going one way that when it's time for you to go another way, you still try to go the same way that you no longer need to go. But it's time that you get new direction. Because you get new direction in life, that don't mean you fail. It simply means that there are other directions that you have not yet explored yet. There are other things that you have not seen yet. So it's time to get new direction. We must understand that there are new directions that we must take. We must understand that moving into a new direction will also expose us to bigger and better things. I remember one time I took a trip. Never been to this particular place before, and when we arrived there, then I saw some things that I never saw before. Now they existed before I ever got there. The bottom line was I had never been there. I had never been in that direction in life. But however, when I arrived there, I began to see how the people, the culture there, did things different from what I was doing them. And I saw that all the time, maybe my way or the way that we've been taught is not the only way. But however, what I saw them doing the same thing, but they had a totally new direction upon it, I decided that it was time for me to move in a new direction. So we got to understand that it's time for a change of direction. Not a bad thing, it's a great thing. Matter of fact, we overdue for a change of direction. Some of you have been doing the same thing, the same way for so long, you are even tired of it. Don't you think it's about time that you move in a new direction? So understand these transformative times demand that we move in a new direction. Number three, we've got to be more innovative. A lot of times this society refuses to be innovative because you get to work in the same old thing, the same old way, day in and day out, you don't feel like it could be a better way. It's just like that. We've got to be innovative. Now, I'm going to be right back to talk about innovation, so I don't want you to go anywhere, because action coaching is really blessing you right now, and you want to know about innovation.
You're gonna have the time of your life. Come book your skin. The sunshine so relaxing. Come on and book your trip right now with Tiff. Caribbean Resort. Relax and have a sip.
I left off talking about we are going to have to be more innovative. That this is the time that we got to think about creative ways to get the same thing done. It's a terrible thing to have people that refuse to be creative. There are a lot of people that are coming into the workforce that are looking for bigger and better ideas as to how to expand the same thing. Think of all the inventions that have happened because people were innovative. They were creative. And don't you think it's time that we become creative? We become more innovative concerning the things that we want to do. We're not going to be able to return back to the same old way of doing things. That's not going to happen. Whether it's in the church, in the home, in your life, no, we've got to be innovative. We've got to be creative. We've got to understand that the new innovation is here, and it's just simply waiting on us to recognize that there are bigger and better ways to do things. I understand that there are innovative ways to do church, to do ministry, that we can't go back to the same old way. I know a lot of people saying, well, I'll be glad when we come back to the same old way, but that way is gone. We're going to use our innovation, our creativity, to make it even bigger and better. We're going to have more life-changing experiences in this transformation age. And that's what we've got to do. And fourthly, I want to close with this on this talk and action coaching on this week. It's time to move forward. Now, you heard it years ago where people said we need to get moving. But a lot of people ain't got moving. But it's time that everybody begin to prepare to move forward. To move forward in your life. You don't have no time to waste. It's time to go after every challenge, to accept every challenge, and believe that you can win in life. It's time to move forward because everything else is moving forward. And each and every day, people are moving forward into new adventures and new things because they understand it's time to move forward. These are transformative times. And don't you think it's about time we transform? Don't you think it's about time that we understand that there is more things to be discovered? There are more ways to become millionaires, and dare I say even billionaires, based on all of the things that just one idea away. that it's time for us to get moving forward and discover these things. This is the time we're living in, and it's time for us to transform into a people that understand this is, I don't want to call it the new normal. It's normal. This is just the new time we should have been in a long time ago, so we wouldn't have to call it a new normal. But this time has been moving and moving and moving at light speed, and some of us don't even want to move. We want to stay stuck in a time that's gone. Information can change and go around the world at the click of a button right now. You can almost at the click of a button pull down information about anybody, anything, anywhere. And this is the age we're living in. Some of us still want to do the old way, but that way is gone. It's time to transform and move into this age. Now, based on all of these things I've said, we've been kind of sheltered. We're living in a world where now mostly everybody's talking with their eyes, because the mask pretty much cover a good part of your face. Most of us that do wear the mask to protect each other and protect ourselves and others also. But the bottom line is people are talking with their eyes, and so we're living in a different culture. But however, we can still be effective, we can still be innovative, even in the midst of that. Think about how many people have invented new type of masks that people are wearing everywhere. People got decorated masks and all of that. They understand. They didn't stay stuck in the old day. They just transform it. So we got to do that. These are transformative times. There are a lot of people that are becoming millionaires and billionaires as a result of the pandemic. Now, the pandemic didn't destroy everything. It made some people millionaires and billionaires because they had an idea who was waiting for its time. That's why I said we got to move forward. We got to understand that the times are changing, and whenever times are changing, we need to transform. In life, you can always do something different. There is more in you than you thought. So don't you think it's about time that you join the times and begin that transformation on today? There are new careers. There are new jobs. There are new shifts you have to make. And it's not just you, it's all of us. Because we are all trying to understand the new direction of the world, and we've got to be prepared to move forward in that direction. I trust that you have been blessed on today. I love to hear from you. I love to hear your questions. Maybe you want to ask me a question about which direction we should go. All of us need guidance to understand this is a new something we've never seen before. Now, I'm quite sure other people have dealt with viruses and pandemics, and those that we didn't know about, but they got through. And if however it's our time and we're experiencing this, but we are going to get through, because America, this world, is now ready to experience a coming out. This world is going to reimagine itself. This world, the people in it, are going to explore many more things now. And they are going to understand the times that we are living in, and they are going to benefit from it. Well, the Lord bless you. I certainly enjoyed talking to you, and I'll be right back. So I don't want you to go anywhere. Truly, we are in changing times.
This evening, what I want to talk to you about is one of the most misunderstood subjects in the Bible, and that is forgiveness. Now I want to share this with you. It's imperative that we get it down in our spirit, because unforgiveness can cause all types of illnesses. Now, when it comes down to unforgiveness, we have to begin with the fact that Jesus forgave us. And because of him forgiving us, in fact, the Bible said, had it not been for the shedding of his blood, there will not be any remission for our sins. So Jesus died on the cross. He went through with that death, as we all know. He didn't have to.
Welcome back. Truly, we're living in changing times, transformative times. And I'm about telling you and coaching you that there changes need to be made, not only in your life, but in all of our lives. Because there's a new future, and we've got to be ready to live in it. We've got to be ready to make a demand on the potential that's in us so that we can be our very best in God. So it's an exciting time. It's a time that we are changing, searching for directions, being more innovative, being more creative, and understanding there's so many more things that are left for us to explore. I would love for you right here on Action Coaching to send me your prayer request for your idea so that I could pray over them. The changes that you're thinking about taking, that you believe in God for, the transformations that you decided to make. I would love to hear from you. Hit me up on social media. Of course, you can reach out to us, and we love to pray over all of these changes. Every Friday at 6 a.m. we have an exciting prayer. And of course, I like to take the changes that you are going to make before God so that God can help us to transform into the person that He is already destined for us to be. That's why all of us need a coach to continue to push us, continue to mold us, continue to drive us so that we can accept those things of God. And so certainly I'm excited about it. Now I certainly want to encourage you to sit down and sow a generous seed faith offering for the support of Action Coaching. We would love to hear from you. As a result of you helping us here at Action Coaching, we are able to reach out, reach more people, do more creative things so that we can be a blessing to you, and we would love to hear from you. There's a link in my bio, and you can use that link to give unto us. It's got a host of ways that you can sow into this ministry, and we would love to hear from you. Action Coaching has been designed and created so that we can coach you to your God-given potential. So certainly we want to hear from you. Reach out, let us know. Support us here as Action Coaching continues to grow bigger and better each and every week. We thank you for your support, and I know that God is going to richly bless you for the seed that you've sown on today. Now I want you to make sure that you tune in to First Lady for More Than Life, and of course Sunday School on Sunday along with the Sunday service. We're just empowering you with great words so that you can continue to strive and meet every enemy in your life in the name of Jesus and overcome that enemy. So certainly we want you to join us for those exciting services. Let others know. Reach out to friends so that they can tune in and enjoy the host of things we offer here, and it will be a blessing to you. Well, I've certainly enjoyed talking to you, certainly enjoyed sharing with you during this time. As I do each and every week, I want to encourage you. Share the word with a friend and keep the word in action.